Hi, I am live right now outside the home of Chris Watts and Shannon Watts, and you can see behind me police are here right now processing the evidence inside the home. Denver 7's Jace Larson was able to confirm through sources that Chris Watts has confessed to killing his pregnant wife and their two little girls, Bella and Celeste. And we know that right now police are digging up the bodies, that they know where the bodies are and that they are looking for them right now. So right now police have been towing a truck that was parked just a couple of houses down. We didn't know it was connected to the house, but they towed that as well. And they just came out with the family's dog in a cage as well. So they also went in there with evidence bags, and they showed up right around 10 o'clock, right when we were working on the newscast, and when we reported that this confession had been made. And obviously this is incredibly shocking for neighbors who have seen this couple, this family walking around the neighborhood. They say they seemed very happy, seemed like a really great family. I did talk to one neighbor though, Mike Hendrickson, who lives just a few doors down, and he told me he suspected this from the very beginning. He thought that Chris seemed a little bit aloof and that something seemed just a little bit off about him. He said from the second he heard that this wife and the two girls were missing, that Shannon and Bella and Celeste were missing, he thought this could be something similar to the Scott and Lacey Peterson case. And he said, I really hoped in this situation that I wasn't right. Obviously it's really hard to think about this is how this is ending. These two little girls, beautiful little girls, and again, Shannon was 15 weeks pregnant and had been talking about that on Facebook, talking about how happy she was about that. So I just wanted to give you a live update, answer any questions that anyone had, and point out that this is going on right now. We're being told that someone with Frederick Police will be coming out here to give an official update on the fact that Chris Watts has been detained, and we're trying to find out some more information about exactly what that means and where they're looking for these bodies. So that's our report live here from the scene. Thanks for watching.
This is an article from CBS Channel 4, and they had many pictures, and this article is dated August the 15th at 10 p.m. Husband arrested in case of missing pregnant mom and two daughters. Late Wednesday night, the Frederick Police Department say they have arrested the husband of a pregnant woman who disappeared with their two daughters on Monday. Investigators were seen taking evidence out of the family's home, which included a truck. Christopher Watts was booked into the Weld County Jail overnight. He is facing 6 charges, 3 for first-degree murder and 3 for tampering with evidence. He is currently being held without bond. Investigators have not yet detailed what Chris Watts reportedly confessed to them. However, the family of Shannon Watts has also been told that Chris Watts has agreed to bring officers to the location of the bodies so they may be recovered. The tweet from August the 15th at 11:25 p.m. Investigators have not yet detailed what Chris Watts reportedly confessed to them. However, the family of Shannon Watts has also been told that Chris has agreed to bring officers to the location of the bodies so they may be recovered. Again, this is reporter Jeff Todd. He says, and this is his tweet, he said, there is a heavy police presence at the Watts home in Frederick, and police are towing a truck from the street. The most activity seen here since the investigation began. 11:25 p.m. August the 15th. Shannon's family provided a statement to CBS 4 saying, quote, "It is with deep hurt, confusion, and anger to confirm our beautiful cousin, Shannon Watts, her unborn child, and her two angelic daughters, Bella and Celeste, were viciously murdered by husband Chris Watts, who confessed to the killings Please keep Shanann's parents and brother in your prayers. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation issued an endangered missing alert for Shanann Watts and her daughters, Bella and Celeste, on Tuesday afternoon. Police passed out flyers to passing motorists in Frederick on Wednesday afternoon in hopes of more information from the public. Frederick police will hold a news conference at 10:30 a.m. Thursday morning to update the case. Shanann Watts, 34, and her two daughters, ages 3 and 4, are missing. The CBI issued an endangered missing alert for all three Tuesday afternoon. Shanann is also 15 weeks pregnant. Police passed out flyers to passing motorists in Frederick on Wednesday afternoon. Police say that the family says it is very unusual for their whereabouts to be unknown. And this is some updates from the town of Frederick that they were giving out on August the 16th. This is update 1 of 3, and it came in at 1:34 a.m. In the evening hours of 8:15, the Frederick Police Department with FBI and CBI has made an arrest in connection to the missing persons case involving Shanann Watts and her two daughters, Bella and Celeste. Okay, this is update number 2 of 3. This came in at 1:35 a.m., 1 minute later, August the 16th, 2018. It says, Chris Watts, the husband of Shanann, has been placed into custody and is awaiting charges at this time. He will be held at the Weld County Jail. Update 3 of 3 from the town of Frederick, 1:35 a.m. again, August the 16th. Update 3 of 3. The Frederick Police Department will host a news conference to provide an update on the case at the town of Frederick Courthouse, 10:30 a.m. on Thursday, August the 16th. Okay, that press conference is actually in this playlist, and it is in with the same video as the first press conference of August the 15th.
Chris Watts, WATTS.
Wow. What's going on right now around your house?
Right now it's you got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent, see where they went. If they went on foot, they went in a car, or they went somewhere. And right now it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened? Your wife came home. Tell me what's.
She came home from the airport 2 a.m. and I left around 5:15. She was still here, and like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend Nicole showed up at the door. Like I had texted Shanann a few times that day, called her, say but she never got back to me. But she wasn't getting back to any of her people as well, and that's what really concerned a lot of people. Is like if she's not getting back to her, like if she doesn't get back to me, that's fine. Like she gets busy during the day, but she didn't get back to her people, which was very concerning. And Nicole called me when she was at the door, and that's when I came home. And then walked in the house, and nothing was vanished. Nothing was here. I mean, she wasn't here. The kids weren't here. Nobody was here.
What's your wife's name?
Shanann, Shanann.
What's your kids?
Bella and Celeste.
How do you spell it? Celeste.
Celeste.
How old are your daughters?
4, and Bella's 4, Celeste is 3.
And so, how many times did you try calling her?
I called her 3 times, texted her about 3 times just to say, what's going on. Like because after I called her and texted her once, it's like maybe she was just busy. Like she had just gotten back. Like everybody's probably calling her from her trip. She just got back from Arizona, and I figured she was just busy. But when her friend showed up, that's what it was like. It registered like, all right, this isn't right.
Do you think she just took off? Do you think?
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she event? Could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like, I want them back now. Like, that's what's in my head. Like, if they're safe right now, they're gonna come back. But if they're not safe right now, that's the not knowing part. Like, if they're not safe, last night I had every light in the house on. I was hoping that I would just ran over by the kids running in the door and just like barrel rushing me, but it didn't happen. And it was just a traumatic night trying to be here.
I'm gonna ask some kind of tough questions. Your relationship with the kids.
I mean, yeah, my kids are my life. I mean, those smiles light up my life. And it's like, I mean, last night, like during when they usually eat dinner, it was just like I missed them. Like, I mean, I missed telling them, hey, you got to eat that, or you're not gonna get your dessert. And just like you're not gonna get your snack after. I miss that. Like I miss them. Cuddle up on their couches. They have like a Minnie Mouse couch and a Sophia couch that they cuddle up on and watch, Bubble Guppies or something. And it was just like, it was tearing me apart last night, and I needed that. I needed that last night, and for nobody to be here last night and to go into their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on, and I know that I wasn't going to turn their monitor on, and know I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. It was that's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it. I want everybody to just come home. Like, wherever they're at, come home. That's what I want.
Where was she gone for? She was on. She came back Sunday. You said at 2 at night.
Yeah, because her flight got delayed from Arizona because of like other storms around the nation. So she's supposed to get home like 11. She got home at like 1:48. She got in bed about 2.
What was she going for? Like family trip or what?
It was a Thrive direct sales. It was a local event that was down there between a bunch of leaders in the company.
And that day she was back.
I left work early that morning, like 5:15, 5:30. So like she barely got into bed pretty much.
And this might be a tough question, but did you guys get into an argument before she left?
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that. But I just want them back. I just want them to come back. And if they're not safe right now, that's what's tearing me apart. Because if they are safe, they're coming back. But if they're not, this has got to stop. Like, somebody has to come forward.
You spoke to her family, like her parents?
Yeah, they've been in constant contact, like every hour. Everybody back in North Carolina and the East Coast. From Maine to Florida.
What is her parents saying to you?
They're just like if they need to get on a flight, just let them know. Because they feel helpless right now because they're on the opposite side of the country. Colorado is. You can't just drive around and look. It's just like you wouldn't really know what you're looking for. That's what the cops pretty much told me. That first day, I was like, I want to get out and drive around. They said, you wouldn't know what to look for.
Last couple questions. What is law enforcement? What have the police or the sheriffs or your neighbors? What's police saying to you?
Right now, what they're doing right now is with the canines in the sense. I think this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing they've done so far, because yesterday the Frederick Police Department did all the searching of the house and tried to gather whatever information they could. And with the detectives, officers, and sergeants, and today it's, obviously with all the activity that's around, there's a lot going on around here, and I really hope that all this can lead to something positive.
What did your neighbors, did they see anything? Did your neighbors see anything?
No, like the police department went door to door asking, like, cameras and everything, just like nothing.
And my last question, if you have any of them, so feel free to step in. My last question is, if your wife can see this, if she can watch these, what would you like to tell your wife and your kids?
Shanann, Bella, Celeste, if you're out there, just come back. Like, if somebody has her, just please bring her back. I need to see everybody. I need to see everybody again. This house is not complete without anybody here. Please bring her back.
That's it. I can take that mic off you.
This is an article that was posted on Washington Channel 4 NBC News on August the 16th at 11:10 p.m. And in part it reads, Shanann Watts' Facebook account paints a portrait of a happy married life with constant feed of photos and videos of friends, relatives, and herself. Her comments were typically upbeat, whether she was running errands, playing with her kids, or promoting a healthy program. The couple got married in North Carolina nearly 6 years ago and moved to Colorado around the same time. She posted selfies of her and her husband smiling in restaurants, at the ocean, on vacation, and at their house. On May the 5th, she wrote, quote, "I love this man. He is my rock," unquote. On June the 19th, she posted a photo of some text with her husband after sending him a picture of a sonogram. She replied that he loved the baby already, and she posted, quote, "I love Chris. He's the best dad us girls could ask for." Her page has photo collages and video slideshows praising Chris, describing how their love was growing stronger and how he gave her the strength to have a third child. The couple's 2015 bankruptcy, the filing captures a picture of a family caught in between a promising future and financial strain. The filing estimated that they had the same range of assets as liabilities, according to court records. At the time, Chris worked for Anadarko, earning about $61,500 a year as an operator. His wife was working at a call center at Children's Hospital. She was making about $18 per hour. Their combined income for the year was around $90,000 in 2014. They also had tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, along with some student loans and medical bills, for a total of $70,000 in unsecured claims on top of a sizable mortgage. A spokeswoman for the oil company said Chris was fired Wednesday, but she declined to provide any details, citing the active investigation. Shanann Watts was one of the first customers to visit Ashley Bell's tanning salon in nearby Dacona 2 years ago. The two women quickly became friends, and before long, they were texting or calling each other almost daily. Their daughters also played together during salon visits. On Thursday, Bell and her family added several items to a memorial of stuffed toys, candles, and flowers on the lawn of the Watts family home. Bell said she never detected anything was wrong between Shanann and her husband. Bell also got to know Chris and described him as a loving father. "I just don't understand it," she said, reaching out to accept a flower that her daughter picked from a nearby lawn. Shanann worked from home as a saleswoman for a freeze-dried food company and took her two girls everywhere, Bell said. She was always about her girls. She would do anything for her girls. One day she came into the salon and announced that she could not tan for a while, then grinned and confirmed that she was pregnant. Shanann's father, Frank, said on Facebook that the family did not want to talk to the media. Frankie Rusek, who is identified on Shanann Watts' Facebook page as being her brother, posted overnight on his page saying he just wanted to know why. Quote, "I want 30 seconds alone with that heartless psychopath. May Satan have mercy on his soul. It doesn't take a genius to know who was suspect.
CBS4 Newsroom, we are watching breaking news this hour on CBSDenver.com. And Christopher Watts, booked into the Weld County Jail this morning, now facing charges for the deaths of his wife and 2 children. That's 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of tampering with evidence. Police have been looking for Shanann Watts and her 2 daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste, since they were reported missing on Monday. Police now fear the worst. Authorities this morning not wanting to reveal their hand in their investigation, how they found out, what they found out, how they know. But they did say that they have found the body of what they believe is that of Shanann Watts. They say they do believe they know where the children are. Recovery efforts are in progress, but they did not share in that news conference there where the body of the mother was found, nor where they believe the bodies of the children may be. An incredible tragedy in this lovely home in Frederick, and they have these beautiful pictures that we've seen of the family. We're looking at some of the video of evidence being removed from that home, and we've seen that over the past couple of days here, authorities working inside that home. And it was yesterday, apparently, when this break came through, and the information that just really is shocking all of Colorado right now. This mother and 2 beautiful children apparently killed at the hands of the husband. Now, there are no formal charges filed yet. Let me explain to you how that works, because there's been some mistakes in reporting that I've seen around some news stations this morning. He's not charged yet. You're not charged until you go to court and those charges are brought against you, but you can be arrested in suspicion of. And so he is currently in jail. 3 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of tampering with evidence are potentially what Christopher Watts will face. There will be a bond hearing this afternoon. That will occur at 2:30. And then the district attorney, Rourke, as you said, has until probably Monday. The date will be set by the court this afternoon, until Monday, to make a decision on charging. So that's what we will see. So wrapping up this news conference, we now know, we have confirmed, of course, the worst of it from authorities today with this announcement of the arrest of Christopher Watts. And they do believe that the children are dead, along with the mother. The body of the mother, they believe, almost certainly recovered. They did recover a body they believe is that of Shanann Watts. We'll bring you the very latest on CBS 4 News at noon, and of course this evening on CBS 4 News at 5, 6, and 10.
This is a public statement that Anadarko put out. It says Watts is an employee of Anadarko Petroleum. The company issued a statement saying, quote, "We are heartbroken by this. Our thoughts and prayers are with the loved ones and friends of the Watts family. We will continue to support law enforcement in its investigation."
Details in the last few minutes about the man who spoke to our cameras, pleading for his wife's safe return.
I'm just concerned and understand if you're hearing this or you're out there, please let somebody know you're okay.
What we're learning about the pregnant mother's whereabouts and who may be responsible for her disappearance.
We have breaking new details in just the last few minutes. Contact 7 Investigates is learning new details about the case of that missing pregnant mother.
We want to bring in Denver 7 investigative reporter Jace Larson, who's learning from top sources more about this investigation and the husband's involvement. Jace?
Tonight, we have learned from 2 law enforcement sources who are close to the investigation. They tell me that this husband has confessed to killing his family, and he is now detained. We have also learned some other information here. Law enforcement believes they know where the bodies are buried, and they are in the process right now of trying to recover those bodies. Police officers and other officials working on this investigation are not releasing much more information, but my colleague Jacqueline Allen is live at the scene right now, where she is learning some new details herself. Jacqueline?
That's right. Police are still here tonight at the house watching. Now, we just talked to Chris Watts yesterday, and the way he acted, the bizarre things he had to say, that raised red flags for police and for basically anyone who saw that interview. Chilling to see those smiles and to hear that now, especially because neighbors, friends, family, they say they seem like a happy family. Even Shanann recently posted a video on Facebook detailing their entire relationship and saying Chris had stuck with her through health challenges from the very start.
He went to my colonoscopy. I tortured him. I rejected him. I pushed him away time and time and time again. He knew me at my worst, and he accepted me. 8 years later, we have 2 kids. We live in Colorado, and he's the best thing that has ever happened to me.
So what changed tonight, we do not know, but we do know that she was gone this summer, spent 6 weeks with her family in North Carolina, recently came back after a work trip. Now, police say they will be giving an update with more information at 9 tomorrow morning. We, of course, will be all over that. This is not the ending that anyone wanted in this story. Reporting live, Jacqueline Allen, Denver 7.
Police have not commented on a motive. Local media reported the family had been struggling with financial issues. Shanann announced her 3rd pregnancy June the 11th in a series of Facebook posts and provided her followers with updates in the months to follow. "Chris, we are so incredibly blessed to have you," she wrote on Facebook on Father's Day. "You do so much every day for us and take such great care of us. You are the reason I was brave enough to agree to number 3. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Facebook post that they are referring to. And this is a post from June the 10th. It says, "Ready or not, Celeste, here comes baby Watts number 3. And there's a little picture of Bella saying Big Sister 101. That's so cute. Also, on June the 10th, 2018, 5 p.m., and it's 106 degrees. So it looks like that summer it was very hot. This was June the 10th, 2018. I don't know, around here, August is actually the hottest month of the year, ironically. And it's probably that way, you know, other places as well. I don't know, but 106 at 5 p.m.? That's pretty hot. Okay, this is June the 9th, 2018. She says it's hot, and the temperature on her car shows 104 degrees, 4:35 p.m. So yeah, it was a very hot summer. And then this one is June the 9th of 2018. And she titles it My Love, and it's her and Bella. And this is from June the 9th. She said, "This is a text I got from hubby, who just started burn. 8:45 a.m. So he just started using the burn patches." And this was June the 9th, 2018. And the text says, "Okay, baby, I cannot stay still. I vacuumed the kitchen, entryways, and mopped them. Vacuumed downstairs, and now moving upstairs." And then it's got like a little, I don't know, emoji. Okay, June the 8th, 2018. And I'm not going to read all this aloud. You can look at it or pause it and read it if you would like. But it states that this is when the duo burn, which Chris started using, and he was said that it made him feel different and just off the wall and everything. But she just got these in June the 8th. And the prior post said he began taking them on June the 9th. So he hadn't been taking or using those patches very long at all before August the 13th. So, yeah. I mean, for those of you that's curious about the whole throb thing with this, yeah, he hadn't been on those patches but probably, a month or 2 months before everything happened. And I'm not saying that Thrive had anything to do with it at all. I'm just saying that many have looked into that aspect, and I have seen people wonder how long he had been doing the duo. And so there's your answer. From the time he started it until the time everything happened is a little less than 2 months. And June the 7th. And this is June the 6th, and she says, this kid is a hot mess. She loves this hat, obviously. I guess she's used to Colorado weather. And this would be Cece. And on June the 6th, she says, some of you think I'm crazy. Some of you probably unfollow me. Some of you may have joined me. Some of you love me. Some of you have only known the Thriver side of me. Some of you have no idea how every day before I started Thrive, I was barely surviving. Fake smell, canceled plans, you name it. No matter what anyone thinks of me, I have to make sure I'm doing right by myself, my health, my family, and my kids' future. I thrive because it's premium nutrition and the first nutritional supplement that I've ever taken that I actually feel it working. I feel the gut support, the focus, the mental clarity, especially the aches and discomfort support. I'm happy, energetic, with no 2 p.m. crash. I feel alive. Don't knock it till you experience it. And this is June the 6th, 2018, and it looks like they're at their little daycare. And here's one on June the 4th, and it's a happy birthday for her friend Nicole. And she just has a collage of different photos of her and Nicole together. And June the 4th. And June the 4th, and it looks like they're shopping. June the 4th again. June the 4th, and it says she's on the elliptical. And this one is June the 3rd, and it says, while Chris ran upstairs and I was holding Bella, who didn't feel well, Celeste put her shoes on and hat and ran outside to play. I thought she went upstairs with Chris. This kid is so independent and strong-willed, trying to embrace it without it killing me. And June the 3rd. And June the 2nd. And June the 2nd again. And June the 2nd, and you see Chris in the background wearing his I Still Play With Blocks and famous shirt. And June the 2nd, she says, that is exactly why I don't run. A little funny meme. And this is a collage she put together for Chris' birthday post, May the 16th, 2018. She says, the girls want to wish you a happy birthday. They have the best daddy in the world. You do so much every day for all of us. And you come home and play and read to them. They love you so much. And this is a collage she put together for Chris from her, May the 16th, 2018. She says, today I celebrate you, Chris. You are absolutely the best thing that ever happened to me in 2010. The year you were placed in my life when I was at my worst. I was just diagnosed with lupus and fibro, and I felt like my world was crumbling around me. And then I met you. We have so many incredible memories these past 8 years. 2 beautiful girls, moved halfway across the world, sold the house, built our home for our family, and you constantly do for us. You work your ass off, you're an amazing husband and an even better dad. You are the blessing I've been looking for my whole life. You are chasing big goals and dreams and never stop. You support me in so many ways. I hope you have an amazing birthday. I love you, baby. #youngin, #birthday. May 15th. Dropped the girls off picking up groceries without getting out of my car and off to tackle a very busy day. This is May the 13th, 2018. Chris did great. I love my Mother's Day gifts. Thank you, Chris and girls. Love you all. And then there's very many congratulations and talking about how nice the gifts are in the comments section. And this looks like she went and bought him some new clothes on May the 8th. She said he went from wearing a size 38 to a size 32 in pants, from 2LX shirt to a medium, and said he even needed new underwear. And everybody's congratulating him in the comments, and her brother even says, now he's my size, LOL. April the 19th. Every morning, Chris sets out our vitamins with a little note. And the big one is hers. And he has little notes on it. Love you, beautiful. You are the best ever, I guess, maybe. And then Bella, love you. Celeste, love you. And he would set these out for them. And when they got up after he went to work, he had these set out. So as you can see, that they were like the perfect family, really. I mean, over on the side, one of her friends even says, you hit the jackpot. You know, it's just doesn't make sense. This was April. Okay, this is June the 11th, and she's talking about she's had a very eventful week, 3 birthday parties, play dates, 3 Thrive Locals, concerts, and more. First trimester is no joke. Today I'm packing the girls' suitcase for our 6-week trip to North Carolina. This should be fun. Then I need to pack mine. This will be harder since most will not fit. And then I have to do a deep cleaning of the house before the girls and I leave. Plus grocery shop for a bachelor for 5 weeks on his own. And meal prep for him. A lot to do this week. Thankful for Thrive. And she says she's not doing burn. And with a cry face. And doctor approved. And as you see, a lot of people has asked, was she still doing Thrive when she was pregnant? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Here is your proof for that. And the hashtag doctor approved, I'm sure, means that the doctor approved what she's using there, but she couldn't do the burn when she was pregnant. And this is her post from June the 29th. And this is around the time Chris was going to North Carolina to spend the week with them. I think this is the day he left, actually. It says, family isn't always blood. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs. The ones who accept you for who you are. The ones who would do anything to see you smile and who love you no matter what. And she just says this on it. So you can tell by this post that she was already knowing something was wrong and Chris was different, and you could already see the depression here in her through her post. And then June the 30th, the very next day, it looks like she is at her in-laws' home because I can see her mother-in-law in the background. And she says, this morning has been so busy enjoying the girls while helping so many friends and teammates crush their goals. And June the 30th, she says, this is the sweetest picture ever. And her dad says, it looks like they're tired from swimming. Okay, she actually posted it on July the 1st. But I'm pretty sure this is Chris seeing them off to the airport when she was leaving to go to North Carolina for the 6 weeks, because I think she left on June the 29th is what it was. And so she didn't actually post this photo until July 1st, which was a couple of days later. But this is the photo where her and the girls were heading off to North Carolina. Her dad was also with them. He actually took the plane with her to North Carolina, so he could help with the kids and this and that, but I'm assuming he's the one that had taken the picture. But this is that. This is the day when she left for North Carolina, her and the girls. And while she was away, and this is also the day that the photo was posted of them leaving, she also posted this photo and she said, "Chris deep cleaned my Lexus inside and out." So, yeah. And July the 2nd, she says that the kids are still napping, and they have been napping since 12:30, and it's 3 p.m. And someone says, "They're going to keep you up all night," and she says, No. Their routine is they napped pretty good naps during the day and then went to bed fairly early in the evening. So this is kind of the little routine they were used to. And so this is the 4th of July. She said there was only supposed to be like a 20% chance of rain, but it looks like it ended up raining out the fireworks show that they had planned to attend that evening. And this is the first outfit that she actually bought the baby. She said, "Bought baby Watt's first outfit. July the 14th, 2018. July the 14th, ironically, is also the day that Nicole and Chris had their first argument, I believe, where he had to talk her off of a ledge. And she was at their house when it happened. She was at Chris and Shanann's house, and she went outside, and he had to talk her off of a ledge. So, there's even been speculation that the reason she actually went off on a ledge while she was there is because Shanann sent him this picture and said, "What do you think?" or something to that effect. And Nicole seen him and looked at the picture and was like, "Why are you buying that?" And so Chris also said, ironically, that's the day that she started talking about her wanting to be able to give him his first son as well. So, I mean, that is one of the things that's been speculated, seeing that, she did buy it on the 14th, and of course, she took a picture and sent it to Chris, since North Carolina was like his favorite team as well. So, I mean, who's to say that's not what happened? Who knows? But that day is the day that they got into their first argument. It's also been speculated that she went upstairs and saw a sonogram photo on the dresser, and just different things of why they may have had this quote-unquote argument. But out of all the speculations, to me, it seems possible that this could have been what it was, because it was the same day, and Shanann sent him this picture, and since Nicole was there with him, she probably said, "Oh, you got a text, let me see it." Who knows, right? Who knows? Nobody knows, but it is a good theory, just as good as any of the theories of why he had to talk her off of that ledge that day, and she went off on a hook saying she wanted to give him his first son. Okay, this is one of the infamous Nutgate posts that everyone is well aware and they've heard about after the whole incident happened with Nutgate. It's a pretty long post she wrote, so if you want to pause it and read it, that's fine. You know, I mean, because she was very upset, you know, obviously. Okay, this is August the 1st, and you can pause and read what she wrote here, but what I find interesting is she's very excited about the month to come and talks about she's flying back home on August the 7th, and then her trip to Scottsdale the 10th to 12th, and the gender reveal and all that, and she's just so excited for the month. But what got me about this is she never mentions Chris in it whatsoever. Never. And even when she talks about flying home on August the 7th, she only says the girls and I. So that just kind of struck me. As you can tell, she was upset. Not to mention what the little meme says. August the 4th, this was the kids' very first time at the beach, and you can pause it and read her post, and it is also kind of referring to the whole Nutgate incident. And if you would like to read the comments as well, you can just pause to read those to your own timing. And they, very many of them is referring to Nutgate and how upset it made her and how scared it made her when it all happened. This is August the 4th. Chris was with them at this time. But, yeah. And I'm not going to just, there's so many comments on this, and I think the ones with Shanann I've already went through. So just pause and read it, if you would like. August the 8th, 2018. This is when she had just gotten home, like the next day. They got in late August the 7th, and this was really like her first day back home. And if you would like to pause it and read what she wrote, she was pretty excited, really, to be home, and everything she had already did since she got home, and yeah. And in the comments, she was very happy that she had gotten new customers. And then it, goes into people talking about her being missing and such. And this is August the 9th, the infamous doll photo that everybody is very aware of. And she just says, I don't know what to think about this. And in the comments, she's telling them it's a 3-foot doll, and it's their twister tarp that it's actually wrapped in. And if you would like to read the comments, as usual, just pause it, because I can't run through them too slow. It'll make the video forever long. Now, this is all public domain on her Facebook. So, you know, anybody can actually go to her Facebook and see it themselves. You know, you don't have to look at it in the video. But since the news channel did post about it, that is why I'm actually showing it. And this is actually the last posting that you can see that she made on her Facebook page at this time. And this is the very last Facebook post, the very end of her Facebook postings. And so in this video, everything was pretty much about August the 16th. Even though it was a very long video, there was a good bit covered in this video as well. So, okay, well, just stay tuned and we will have more Building the Case with Unjustified. Have a great day, everyone.